Good morning, caregivers and aging adults. Do you ever wonder why some caregivers are more stressed out than others? If you're a caregiver, are you judging other caregivers? If you're looking in on the outside, what are you thinking? Stay with me for the caregiving chat of the day. I'm Pamela Wilson. I help caregivers and aging adults solve caregiving problems. My website is pameladwilson.com. Judgment exists in caregiving. Sometimes one caregiver looks at another caregiver and wonders why they're having such a difficult job. Family members on the outside or friends on the outside also look in and judge. There's no place for judgment in caregiving until you take a day, take a weekend, take a few hours and walk in the shoes of another caregiver. I'll share a couple of examples of why caregiving can be such a struggle. If you're a caregiver for a loved one with Alzheimer's who has behaviors, you might dread the next day, meaning that if your loved one has behaviors, you never know what to expect. They may refuse to bathe, refuse to eat, refuse to take medications, refuse to get out of bed. They may bite, kick, scream, threaten you, try to run out of the house. In my 20 years of caregiving, I have been bitten, had my hair pulled, had somebody try to jump out of my car, been stuck with pins, you name it, it happens. And that is the normal life of caregiving for someone with Alzheimer's who has behaviors. It's difficult. It's a struggle for caregivers taking care of someone with memory loss and caregivers working in communities doing the same. Other caregiving situations that become difficult over time. Let's say that you are providing some social support for your parent and maybe picking up groceries and their health changes. And fast forward, you may be changing a catheter. You may be changing Depends every 2 hours. You may have to give medications on a frequent basis or even crush the medications to get your loved ones to take those medications. Special diets may exist. They may not be able to be left alone. They may not be able to bathe themselves, dress themselves, get out of bed, transfer. All of these hands-on physical care needs reduce the ability of the loved one to take care of themselves and increase stress, anxiety, frustration for the caregiver. Caregiving becomes more about tasks than the relationship, and we caregive because we love our aging parent, our spouse, our family member. That's the reason that we do this, but sometimes the tasks can be a little too much. And it's okay to talk about that in caregiving. This is how we help each other. If you've heard me talk before, you know that I believe in caregiving support. I believe in better care for our aging adults, for our parents, for ourselves. And I believe that caregiving should be 50-50. To get there, we have to participate in some type of caregiving support, whether it's an in-person group, an online group, whether you're looking at articles or information on my website, which is pameladwilson.com. The way to less anxiety, less stress, less frustration is by gaining confidence and by learning skills in caregiving to make your days easier. It's possible. I know it. I've been doing it for over 20 years. Visit my website, pameladwilson.com. As always, in this video post, there's a link to an article with helpful information about managing caregiving situations. I'm Pamela Wilson. I help caregivers and aging parents solve caregiving problems. I support caregivers in being less stressed and more confident. I support older adults in helping caregivers help you. I will see you tomorrow in another video.